Hey guys, Sunsfan here with an update to the compendium stretch goals. We're going to be talking about weather effects, which saw this coming a long time ago, and it is finally in the game, and it's pretty awesome. Now, of course, it did initially come out with the fact that you couldn't have all of them unless you leveled up your compendium, but they quickly remedied that, and now with all three effects, which you can see here, we have the rain, the weather moonbeam, and of course snow. If you have a compendium, you have all three of these now, which is pretty awesome. And of course, the cool thing is you can, this shuffle effect, which was put in a few patches ago, it's probably been a while now, but regardless, allows you to just randomly pick so you never know what you're going to get. Now, something I did test is when you're in the game and it's already equipped, you cannot change it in the middle of a game. And I'm not sure if they're going to change that, but it's probably some limitation. I'm not quite sure. But first, we're going to be going over the rain effect. And of course, as you can see, this is just the new layout here, or the loadout, I should say. And of course, usually we do cool videos with this without me talking, but because Neil is actually on a plane right now to America, you guys are going to have to put up with my god-awful voice and camera work as well. So we're just going to do a quick scan. The rain, something I didn't realize when they talked about this was it actually has sound effects, which I'm sure you guys have noticed by now as well. So we can see in the radiant side, the rain looks as such. Beautiful rain, so calming, I do say so myself. And the dire side looks like this. So next, let's look at the moonbeam, shall we? The moonbeam weather effect, I think is pretty cool. I wasn't sure about it when I saw the screenshots, to be perfectly honest, but looking at it firsthand, not too shabby at all. You can see there's a little purple haze to some degree here. In fact, I'm going to cheat and just go around the map a little bit. Is that normally there? Is there usually a dragonfly? Am I... Okay, you guys can tell me if I'm an idiot. I don't know if that's usually there or not, but if you look into the fog, you can see these sparkly little effects here. These are definitely new, so that's pretty cool. I don't know, it looks very pretty, if nothing else. What the heck? I turned on WTF mode. How dare you, Dota 2. How dare you. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's, oh, dodge that tower. Just want to look at what the dire, because I haven't actually taken a look at this myself. Okay, those are new. That has to be new. I'm not going crazy, am I, guys? Okay. And you see some little other sparkly effects. I am actually really impressed with it. I like this more than the rain effect. I'm just gonna, let's do a rating system, shall we? So this is my favorite so far out of the two, the two that I've seen. Of course, there's one more to come. I'll tell you firsthand that I would think that snow would be my favorite based on my personal preference and the nostalgia factor from Dota, the original Dota, which had, I don't know if they had the moonbeam effect. I know they had snow and rain. Not sure what else they had. I can't remember at this point. But without further ado, let's take a look at the snow effect now. Of course, last but not least, we have snow as, well, not too big of a surprise as how it looks. Let's look at what it looks like in the fog here. Ooh, I just saw a little wispy thing here. We'll actually go there and investigate ourselves in the actual game with my favorite hero of all time, the Centaur. It's not an aggressive snow. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's a little bit less distracting, obviously, but in Dota 1, and again, this is based off my memory, which isn't the greatest to begin with, so you guys can correct me if I'm wrong for those Dota veterans out there. I remember it being a little bit more aggressive in nature. I don't know. We'll see. This little wispy thing, is that normally there? I can't seem to... Is that only for fog? It's actually funny, because a lot of these things might, like in the moonbeam, I don't think the dragonflies are usually there, but just things like that you don't really notice until you do something like this, so perhaps some of this stuff is already in the client to begin with. So those are the three weather effects. I really like them. I actually am surprised I'm going to say this, but I think the moonbeam is my favorite, and I was considering that my least favorite going into this, so very impressed. I think it just makes it overall more different for the most part. So you guys let us know what you think as far as rankings are concerned. In fact, I'll read the comments. I want to see what you guys rank as far as 1, 2, and 3 as far as your favorites for weather effects. There's pretty much no reason not to use them, at least I don't think so, unless you're a pro player and you want something less distracting. But if you're casual like me, you just want it pretty, right? Anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, this is Sunsfan signing out. was that?